Hello and welcome everyone to another free British English lesson on YouTube. This one was requested by someone on www.learnbritishenglish.co.uk. I can't pronounce the name properly, but let me try. It was requested by Seren Kalesi. Sorry for the bad pronunciation, but it's impossible for me to know how to say it correctly. And the request was to help you with English to do with shopping, and that is what I'm going to do. Got some vocabulary for you, specifically different shops and different parts of shops, and then a few phrases, to do with how to communicate, how to ask questions whilst you are shopping. Everything is in the description as usual on YouTube, on Facebook, wherever. Please look below the video to find my notes to help you understand. First of all, let's check it out. Phrasal verb, go shopping. In different languages, this is structured slightly differently, I think. In English, you can say, I'm going shopping, or I went shopping today. Other ways, you can say, I need to do the shopping, or I have to go and do some shopping. Say, I'm going to the shops, I need to go to the shops to buy something. And something we say as well is, I'm going into town. What British people mean by this is, for example, me, I live on the outskirts of a city, so if I'm going into the city centre, I might say I'm going into town. I think it's like a traditional British expression. It means to go into the city centre, even though we say town. It's like a separate meaning of the word town. Now, there are big centres for shopping. In British English, they're called shopping centres. These are what are called malls in American English. And if you're in the UK, you will come to understand that, particularly in the big cities, shopping centres have proper nouns. They are given individual names for each centre. For example, that I can think of, in Cardiff, the main one is called St David's. In Cambridge, there's one called the Grafton Centre. And where I grew up in Wiltshire, there's one called the Shires. These are all particular names given to shopping centres. That's how it works here. Some examples of types of shops then. Shoe shop, clothes shop, supermarket. Hypermarket, that means a whopping supermarket, one of the really big ones. Greengrocers, these are the places that sell fruit and vegetables. Butchers for meat. And jewellery shop or jewellers. Parts of a shop, this is meant for when you're in a supermarket mainly. You can ask for the fresh food section, frozen food, dairy. This is the stuff that normally is produced using milk from cows and stuff like that. So milk, cheese, that kind of stuff. Fruit and vegetables, the grocery section, fruit and veg for short. The Delicatessen is the bit in the shop where it's a separate part where they have cheese and meat. It's behind a screen and someone serves it to you. You have to say what you want. Delicatessen. There'll be like an electrical goods section. Domestic goods or toiletries. This is stuff you need for the bathroom or other things like that. And then the bakery. If the shop has fresh bread, they will have it in the bakery. Those are different shops and parts of shops. And some tips for communicating. Of course, in British English and in the UK, you want to be polite as much as possible. And one of the easiest ways to do that, apart from using please and thank you, every time you open your mouth. You want to get used to using modal verbs. And something I wrote about recently, which I'm trying to explain, is using just as a modal verb as well. Native speakers do this a lot. This is my idea. I think this is how I can explain it. How can we start questions then when we are in a shop? If you're looking for something, or you want to ask maybe if someone has some kind of food, you can say, do you have any? Or have you got any? Two ways to structure it. You know, for food or clothes, you can try stuff, can't you? In certain situations, you may be allowed to taste something. You can say, may I try? Or can I try something? In a clothes shop specifically, or in other places, to be honest, you can say, I'm looking for something. People will always ask you, won't they, the shop assistants, oh, can I help you? You say, I'm looking for goodness knows what, or where are the whatever you're looking for. If you're trying something on, or you found something you like but you need it in a different size or something, you can say, do you have this in a size, and then give your size. Do you have this in a smaller or larger size? Do you have this in red? Do you have this in blue, if you want a different colour? And to structure those another way, do you have a red one? Do you have a bigger one? Use that structure to switch it up. How to use just. This is a way that we incorporate just into questions, and it sounds more polite. Can I just? So you can use that to substitute for some of the questions. Can I just try this shirt on, for example? Just wondered if you have any. I just need something for my party later. That kind of stuff. Using just as a modal verb, I would say something like that, you know. I know it's not a modal verb, but we can incorporate it into questions and statements so that it has the same effect in terms of sounding more polite. That concludes the list then. I've given you some tips and vocabulary phrases to help you while shopping. I hope it was useful, and thank you to my friend on learnBritishEnglish.co.uk for suggesting this lesson. If you want to watch more free lessons like this and you haven't already, please look in the description to this video. You can find links to YouTube. There are many free videos on there, as you probably know. Please subscribe and join us if you like. There are two things on Facebook, a page and a group. There is the main website, www.learnbritishenglish.co.uk, with more enhanced lessons for you to enjoy if you want to, and also other things like Tumblr, Twitter and Skype. Please look in the description for the links to all of those things. That is it for now then, and I will have more lessons posted most days on Facebook and wherever else, as well as more video lessons like this coming shortly, so please get in touch and join me if you can. Good luck with your studies and keep practicing hard. Don't worry about it, you are getting better every day, I'm sure. Take care for now, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time.